And unfortunately, I have an aggressive form. If I overexert something with a fusion, I could snap my back. My diaphragm, because of my spine, the woman walks to the rear of the bus, sits down, fuming.
It's really good for the body to process out some stuff. It helps reduce lots of inflammation.
She's lifting 380 kilograms.
Yeah, that's mental.
Or the fusion, if I don't stay exercising, I'll end up curved.
Yeah. Good recording.
Are we?
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay.
Lines, yeah, his forehead lines.
It's frustration.
Yeah, there's a good...
Just being frustrated with fucking idiots all the time. Fucking idiots. So, yeah.
But yeah, I was getting on to that because then it led me to thinking about all the different places.
So you want to move this table out of the way, and you want to dance on the table? Is that what you're saying?
No, listen.
This table, I mean...
I've had a long day. I've had a long day, so...
This is not the best.
But no, then it left me thinking about all the other places. You say, like, from hospitality, you think that either you've been linked to and I've come to, or we've both worked out or worked for, or come work for you.
Oh, did you... Before I don't forget what you're trying to say, because I just remembered it. Yeah. I will forget. Did the guy referred to Curiosities from...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Was it? Oh, really?
The tall bald one. not the gay bald one.
No, the tall bald one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I thought, did Matt work there?
Yeah, remember, because I come on, because you said you need staff, didn't you? And I come work for you, because then I found out obviously they weren't paid, that.
Yeah.
And you were kind of paying me out your own money.
Paying everybody out my own money.
Yeah.
I saw him in the gym yesterday. I didn't see him personally.
What, idiot bald?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw him say hello to someone else, and then I thought, oh, he's not dead. But I do remember his ex-partner posting a thing on socials about, oh, he can't pay child support because he's got no money yet. I see, So I didn't think it, because he owes me money.
Owes me money.
Yeah, so I didn't think it'd be I didn't think it'd be any point in saying, I didn't think it'd be point in storming up to him and going, got my money, because I know he'd go, oh no. But yeah, I saw him. He's still alive. Still in town.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. You were saying?
Yeah, so, and then obviously there wasn't a bar before that you used to manage. I remember I used to come in, because I used to work at another pub. I used to come in about 2 a.m. and you'd literally just give me a wedge of drink vouchers. Literally like a bit about this thick every time. And I'd have about 2-3 hours to just drink to my heart's content. And I used to end up gone. I used to give vouchers away by the end of the time. But obviously, at that point, I remember they're very hot on ID, weren't they? And my passport was washed. I put it in the wash. I've had many passports. Did the same thing, lose them and wash them.
That's expensive.
Yep. And they wouldn't let me in. Well, they were saying I couldn't come in. But obviously, used to come out and go, nope. And it used to really piss them off. I'm talking I think he hated me from day dot from that. Because he's like, no, it's Matt, go in. And that used to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, it does do that when managers come and overrule. But I wouldn't do it a lot.
No. But then I used to turn up to football the next day. Oh, mate, I don't know, I used to play football. Like, what'd you do? I was like, I went to thingy and Donal gave me all these vouchers. Every time I was giving them away. Every time. I was like, I can't drink this many drinks. You should just go.
Yeah, I mean, just in case, my old bosses happen to watch that.
Oh, it wasn't Maidstone, don't worry.
By all, give him a big wedge. So those were thick bits of card. They were like 5 or 6. He's just a lightweight.
5 or 6 with 5 drinks in them.
To be fair, I was probably the least give you away person out of everyone there. So that's right. Really? So I had a little idea for a segment.
Yep.
I was going to call it Blast from the Past. Mm-hmm. When we invite someone we haven't seen in like 10 years.
Ooh.
To talk to. And I thought, do you remember Curtis?
Yeah.
Curtis Doyle.
Yeah.
He's funny as shit. Always hammered. Funny as fuck. Literally, I tried to message him on Facebook, because that's the only contact I have for him, and he didn't respond. Like, he hasn't read my messages. Yeah. And I looked, the last message he opened for me was in 2014.
Jeez, that's nearly 10 years or 9 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I looked at his profile, and he's got loads of people wishing him happy birthday from this year, the previous year. Like, he's not liked any of them, not had any interaction with any of them. There's no other posts in his book other than those last 3 or 4 years of birthday. And I thought, fuck, maybe he's died and no one knows. So I messaged one of his best friends at the time, who I knew was his best friend, the guy who I knew to be one of his best friends when we were all hanging out.
Yeah.
I messaged him, Brett. He actually got back to me and said, no, I haven't heard from him in years. I messaged his girlfriend at the time he was with for like 5 years, just because I thought maybe, I knew they broke up because I went to another friend's wedding and she was there and he wasn't. I knew they broke up, and that was like 6 years ago. She's like, yeah, I haven't heard from him in 6 years.
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird. Like, I haven't heard about him dying.
No, I've actually... Yeah, you more better contact him on Instagram.
But I just think maybe he just doesn't use Facebook anymore. I don't know if I have him on Instagram. She mentioned a name of someone to look up, but I was like, I don't really know those people. Yeah. We'll leave these names out, but yeah, no, I thought Curtis would be quite funny to have a chat with.
Oh no, last time I spoke to him was 12th October 2021, so not so far away. Not as long ago.
Not as long as me.
No.
Still 2 years.
I don't think this one exists. Because look.
Yeah, no, that looks like a dead profile.
So I wouldn't even know now how to even get hold of him.
Yeah, and because I got sidetracked with trying to find him for about 10 minutes, I didn't really think of anybody else from the past who'd be fun to talk to. Those people from my past I don't want to talk to.
Yeah, just me.
And that's why I don't talk to them. But...
I'm trying to think. Who would...
Then you bring back all like, get on your... When we get a bit successful, it will be easy to message old girlfriends.
Yeah.
If you tried now, they'd be like, no, fuck off, dickhead.
Nah, I wouldn't bring
As soon as you get successful, they'll be like, yeah, I'll come on your show.
Yeah, so that. No, thank you.
Obviously, I'll contact all your exes.
Oh, God.
All 3 of them.
No, thank you. Yeah.
You can hunt down all 400 of...
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't try and throw your eggs into the upstairs studio basket.
Upstairs studio?
You were going to set your studio up in upstairs.
Oh, no.
And I went, that's not a great idea.
No, that's because of my friend Dion. He was
I know Dion. Yeah.
Oh, you know, yeah, well, Dion, he wanted.
And this is a different Dion.
Dion looks like a beetle.
Yeah. No, I know Dion.
Yeah, he wanted to do it, and I've got for ages. It was just long, easier in recordings and stuff, so it's harder to get the time. And he's liked it. I think he's liked actually some of the stories. I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gerald.
There's been oh no, don't. there's been some good interaction though, but then I've had people message me separately, as well, like mate Cam, you know Cam is Cameron, dark hair, skinny.
Oh, that Cameron.
Yeah. He went, oh, I've just seen your podcast, and I went, oh cool. He goes, yeah, I skipped past most of it. I was bored. Right. I was like, how can you be bored if you haven't watched all of it? How would you know to judge it? And I was like, I knew he'd say it. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, all right.
The problem is, like I said, people either they're gonna like a bit of it and follow along, or they're not gonna like the first few minutes and they're gonna not follow it. But that's episode 1, trial 1, test 1, day 1. Don't really care. Yeah. And also, I don't really care if there are people out there that don't like us, because you think about even the biggest YouTubers in the world.
Got people that dislike him.
Well, not that, but I mean, like, so Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber. He's got 169 million followers or something right now. There's a couple of bigger channels than him, but they're like TV India or something.
Yeah.
Like the biggest channels in the world are from India, and where they've got the most people, and they're not really ones you'd know about. Anyway, there's 169 million people for Mr. Beast. The last time I looked, could be wrong, could be different now, probably more. That's the thing. But if you think about the population of the world, only 169 million people.
Yeah.
That's not even a tenth of a seventh. Don't know what. So if there's 7 billion, if there's 7 billion people in the world,
163 million.
There's 7 billion people in the world, right? So say not all of them have access to YouTube, obviously.
6/10?
No, so let's say 4 billion people have some sort of internet in their life. That's even worst case, 2 or 3 billion people. We could look this up, to be fair. 2 or 3 billion people have access to the internet and watch YouTube. And then 100 million, you need 100 million. You need 100 million. Is it 100 or is it 1,000? Fuck knows. You need a lot of hundreds of millions of people to get to 1 billion.
Yeah.
And that's right. So, and like I said, the successful YouTubers out there, the ones making money, they're not even. Some of them don't. You don't even need to have 1 million followers.
No.
Like if you like the one like your one you showed to me, Shits and Gigs.
Yeah.
Funny, by the way. Well done.
Yeah. Very well done.
I get a lot of the things you want to do. I guess you haven't watched any other podcasts much.
I have watched some. I've watched
A lot of them. Or a lot of their stuff on TikTok. And you didn't know they was on YouTube, I don't think.
No, I did know. Yeah.
Did you? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Anyway, the point is, he was like his celebration of the millionth subscriber.
Yeah.
He's like, I've gone and bought my dad the Aston Martin.
No, did he say he bought it though?
He said he'd gone into the store and he's getting a test drive.
Yeah, that's for him, not for his dad.
Well, no, but whether it's him or his dad, he doesn't. He's
He's
not.
getting it for himself.
He's not
DB12.
stipulating. Fine, he's buying a DB12. Doesn't matter who
He's
it's
talking
for.
to Matt, and he's called Matt, and he's having a test drive at the weekend.
Sure, doesn't matter who it's for.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I was watching a different story. No, it's Henry Cavill that bought his dad an Austin Martin when he first got his big page. A different story. Different funny story. Anyway, so the point is he's got 1 million subs, and they're like, yeah, and that's 1 million subs between him and his mate. So they're sharing the income, and then they're paying their producer and other people. So they're paying people out of their pockets. So it's not like he's getting all the money.
No.
And he is able then to buy an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
But think about it, he didn't just make that money at 1 million. He's obviously been making money.
Oh yeah. You think
up to?
I think he states like you need about 10. You only need 10,000.
It's not this. It's literally
drivers.
not. Yeah, it's not the subs you actually need. It's the views.
Yeah.
So you could have. I've seen channels like a channel I used to watch. They had 100,000 subscribers, but regularly saw he'd only get like 2,000 or 3,000 views, and I could see why. I mean, his channels they were real clickbaity. I liked the information he gave out, but he always said, "Oh, I'm sorry about the title. I just have to put this out to get the YouTube algorithm." That's what you need. You need to have the views.
Right.
So you can have as many subscribers as you like. If you don't get any views, you won't get any money.
No.
But the subscribers help suggest the video to those subscribers first. So they click the bell, click the notification icon.
Yeah. I always hear that. Yeah, subscribe,
Yeah.
like.
But then there's that other argument, like they say, should you be a YouTuber that begs, like, go on, subscribe, like, hit the subscribe and like button for us, please. Come on, or should you not say it and hope that and think that they do that anyway out of their own appreciation of your content?
I think you should just let them decide if they want to do it or not.
Yeah. I think that is, but then also I feel like, are we going to miss out on things? Because people do it. I hit the like button on videos more so that I know that I've watched that video and don't watch it again.
Yeah.
Right? But I know a lot of people don't hit the like button. You see 10,000 views, 200 likes.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I feel kind of bad for some of these people because they've given you information. These people have obviously watched it, and they can't just go.
But there are some people out there, regardless if it's famous or their friends or that there will be good content, right? But they will not like it because it's you or same door. They know you, or they won't do it for that reason. Not and if it is a good enough thing, it's just because it's you. They won't. You think Instagram for starters?
I get no views on Instagram.
Right, put a video up. Yeah, video up on your story. Put a post on. 200 people will watch your story. Not one person will like your post. The same thing. If you put a story saying new post, blah, blah, people will watch it because they want to watch what you're doing.
Yeah, I still feel too cringy about putting up no new post. Go check it out.
Or even if you just put a story and put it up. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Well, I won't put a story. I don't see much point in stories because all the interaction, engagement they say is through the reels.
Yeah, but if you put a story, the whole point of the story is that people know it's there, isn't it? So if we
but that's what I mean. I've looked at the engagement, the way it gets found, and stories are only really for your current followers. The real way to engagement is through the reels with the hashtags.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do that, but even that, and I look at all the analytics. I've changed all of my accounts to creator accounts, which anyone can do, and I look at it and it's like for 4 plays on this video. I'm like, well, I've put the things. I like the hashtags. I put the stuff. So it must be I know that a lot of the videos I've been putting up previously to this were just sort of trying to get comfortable putting myself up on a video because I really don't like being in the spotlight. A lot of the stuff up until us doing this now. That's why I haven't done anything on my own. Yeah. Because I feel like I need someone here to talk to. Yeah, I feel really self-conscious about trying to put myself in the spotlight.
I think if we're trying,
I still can't film myself.
Talk to a camera and be like, so basically, and you're like,
well, yeah, but that's it. You're trying to. Well, that's the thing. Everyone's like, I've got to talk to that like there's someone out there watching. But if I had 1 million followers, I'd be like, fine. There's 1 million people out there that are listening to what I'm saying. But if I've got no followers, I'm just going to start talking to you so that you want to hear what I've got to say, and I'm going to tell you how to do this thing. But it's my opinion, and it could be wrong. in your opinion, you could find your own way to do this thing. And it's like, I've got to pretend that someone's out there listening.
Yeah. And
But-
watch the tumbleweed go past.
But my mantra in life is, don't interfere with anybody. Don't interfere with anybody. Don't interject myself on people if they don't want me.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my general mantra in life. Like, I never used to approach women in bars. I never go up and help anybody at the gym because I feel like they don't want to hear from me. You know, I can't.
Well,
I still can't.
execution, though, how you tell them, innit?
Yeah.
You're not doing that right. If someone might go, well, hang on a fucking minute, what?
Oh, I mean, once or twice I've seen someone that looks like they kind of might have needed some help. And I'm
You're
like,
doing it all wrong.
no, I'm actually quite a good coach, to be fair. But that's when I know someone wants the help. And a lot of people don't want the help. Like especially in the gym. I mean, you like try and suggest something to them. I know for a fact that people do stuff wrong because I spent I did my PT course a long time ago, and I'm always watching the new updating my knowledge with like the trainers and everybody about science and how to do exercises properly and the different ways for muscle activation, all that sort of stuff. So I can see when someone's doing something wrong or bad for them, or like it's bad for their joints or whatever, but they won't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Regularly, like today, I was so agitated. There's these young kids and they're doing deadlift exercises, but they're dropping their weights. Now everyone's got this real cliche thing that you should lift up as heavy weight as possible and drop it on the floor because that's what they do in competitions. But that's because in a competition, the competition is just to pick up the weight.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Right, when you're training, and everyone on the internet, all the good trainers at least, are like, you pick up the weight, and then you've got more strength activation, like more results from the exercise from doing the put downs.
Lowering it, yeah.
Doing it's the negative portion of the exercise, basically. And so you pick up the weight, you get to there, and then you control it down.
Yeah.
Right? You put the weight back down. Gently.
Yeah.
And that's but what they're doing is they're going and then drop it. And because they're trying to do like 160 kilos or whatever, which isn't a massive amount of weight, but it's obviously big for them. It's like makes the whole floor shake.
Yeah.
So the whole floor shakes, the fucking frame up there is going clang, clang, clang. And you're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing? And also, so this would be a good form, like the deadlift, pick up, neutral spine, shoulders back, head up there, and that's fine. These guys, they're like, their legs are buckling in, their like backs are rounding off.
The moment they curl their back,
doing this
is going to do damage.
Doing all this shit. And they're like, yeah,
It's what they see on the internet, though, isn't it? What they see people doing that.
It is
You
what
see
it's
these reels of them lifting them up and then dropping it, going, yeah, that. You need to understand, like, these geezers are lifting 380 kilograms.
Yeah.
You know, and they do it at competition, as they said, to get it up there. When you're in the gym, you're trying to get yourself to get a higher...
there's many different goals, but the point is, like I've always said, if you can't put it down, then don't pick it up. All right? If you can't put it down with control, don't pick it up in the first place. So there's the big thing, right? If you can't do the positive part, the positive part of an exercise, they're teaching you now to do just the negative, slowly, about 8-second negative, they say. When you can do an 8-second negative a few times, you should have the strength to do one positive. So if I can't pick up this chair like this, they'd say, put this chair on something. I won't put it on anything here because there's nothing strong enough. They say, put it on something and then just put it off and slow it down as slow as you can, like control it as slowly, and you're fighting it all the way. You're like, and that, you do that a few times, so you get your mate to help you put the weight back up.
Yeah.
Right, and then you control it down again. So do that 8 times. When you can do that 4, 5, 6, 7 times, you should then have enough strength to get one up. And then once you've got that first positive, so it's with pull-ups. They say, like, if you can't do a pull-up to there, get yourself on a chair or a box or something, or whatever you can to get up to the bar, and then you lower yourself down.
Yeah.
8-second negative. Try to get an 8-second negative. And the idea is when you've got like 4 or 5 8-second negatives, you should have the strength to pull yourself up.
Okay. Didn't know that.
So that's a principle, but the same principle applies when you can do the positive. And what I've said, and a couple of people that I have spoke to, because sometimes I speak to people not on the basis of like.
Sometimes I speak to people.
Sometimes I speak to people, not
real people.
Yeah. People in the gym, like not like usually it's the ones that are doing like really elite, and I've gone to ask them oh, how do you get into what's this? Because I like to, if someone's doing something, like I said, I see people doing stuff wrong. I can also see when someone's doing something really well.
Yeah.
And I always say, you're actually way better than I am. What did you do to get to that level? Because that's something I'm struggling with at the moment. And they'll try. Anyways, we'll talk, and then I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. But they'll also have friends come over, and these other guys will be, yeah, and I've got a problem with
So
this.
that's like a line you use?
Line I use, a chat line for the gym.
No, yeah, I'm saying, is that what you say, though?
What?
What you just said?
Not specifically, but that's like the idea.
I mean, because that's kind of like, I'd be a bit freaked out.
Well, no, I mean, I've seen guys in there
You're
doing
amazing. Let me get you.
super good. Well, yeah, they're like, mate, it's really impressive what you do. I'm trying to do the same thing.
If you said you're really impressive with it, I'm like, don't swing that way, mate. Sorry.
Well, that's fine. I mean, obviously, a little bit of you does because you're so worried about making sure everyone knows that you're straight.
No.
You couldn't even compliment.
I wouldn't even put myself in a situation.
You couldn't even compliment a guy on doing something that he's taken years to practice and achieve. Like,
I'm sure he's got years of practice.
The point is, when there's other people then come into the conversation and they're not as elite and they're like asking things, and at that point you can then give the information, or I feel like I can then give off the information and the knowledge I have because they've asked the question.
So more people have come over at this point. So now there's about 3 or 4 of you all bothering this guy who's just trying to get a workout done.
Yeah.
Right?
We did exactly that.
And you're probably going, for fuck's sake, mate.
No,
like, can you just all fuck off?
Yeah.
Right. Because I'd be like, listen, I'm trying
to
I
had a friend, I had a guy I met when I was away at the gym. He had exactly that problem. He was like the mascot for doing calisthenics exercises. All right, Larry, hope you're doing well. And if you're out there. And but everyone would come and bother him.
He's standing there. Oh, hello.
No, but that's the thing. Everyone would come and bother him. He's such a nice guy that he'd just talk to everybody. But I'd see him, he'd be in the gym for like 4 or 5 hours and had barely a chance to do his own exercises.
I was going to say, that I'd be pissed off.
The point...
You see him picking up someone, just leave me alone.
The point, and I actually said to him, look, you know, for your own benefit, man, you probably just put your headphones on and not let these people interrupt you all the time. But I think he liked talking to people, so maybe it was something he didn't mind.
Maybe he's a nice person, doesn't want to do it. But I see the inner thoughts are, fuck off. And even if you had earphones on,
no, he would literally say he'd never tell anybody to fuck off. He's just a genuinely super nice guy. But he's also super amazing at the stuff that he was doing to the point where I could say, that's really impressive. I'm struggling with that myself. How do I get there? Do you have any tips for me? Pointers, that sort of thing. And he did. And he helped me with a couple of little bits.
How many times a day do you reckon he gets that?
Well, that's the thing. That everyone used to go up and say, because he was there all the time, the other kids in the gym, like the ones that looked up to him, they would always go over and that's their friend group. That's their social bit at the gym.
Yeah, I can understand at the end of stuff, but who's doing the workout? If people keep asking me, I'd have a sum up card thing. What advice, mate?
Well, I'm a bit different from that. I will, but then I don't have any really super impressive skills, so no one really comes up to me. But I always put my headphones on. I don't make eye contact with anybody, and I just look at the floor. And
so you just look a bit special.
I get.
You're walking in.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, let's go, you know. And also, I'm so sweaty. No one really wants to come near me anyway. I mean, I put a thing up the other day on TikTok of me sweating, and it's got more views than a lot of my other videos. Couple of people, actually 2 comments. Both comments were 2 people individually asking me if I had that medically checked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You saying that? You think when I used to dance, I used to hate it. I used to drip after dancing.
But those are also in warm environments.
Yeah, I know, but like some people could go.
I'd be that sweaty just walking around the clubs that you.
Yeah, but then you get like blokes wearing their winter coats out in clubs and they don't take them off. Then I'm like, you're not sweating.
Those ones that stand in the corner, like.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah. Don't use the K word. You didn't watch that bit of the clip I put out, did you?
K word. No. Oh God.
Didn't you watch the episode I put up the fucking last night?
What one?
The only episode that's gone up on that.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what K word?
At the end of the episode, you're like, and I don't think you can use the word in South Africa.
Oh, I'm going to call him why would I call him?
Because, I put up a news screenshot of someone said racist uses the K word.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because the K word in there, as it turns out, is just as bad as the N word everywhere else.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. It really, honestly, you're likely to get...
Yeah, so that's why I said don't use the K word.
I wasn't going to use it.
There's a reference to don't use it, because all those guys in jackets that stand around, and they tend to be of that...
Kiss your teeth.
A lot of the standy aroundies tended to be harder to see. But then again, I used to be a standy aroundy because I didn't like going in bothering people. So I was so used to working in nightclubs, it was like second nature just to stand there.
Yeah, but when you're so used to working in nightclubs, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get to just people watch.
Nice. Still recording.
Yes.
Let's have a quick camera check, eh?
I ordered her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, well, yeah. The way to go now.
Well, look at all the celebrations I got for you.
Yeah. So I ordered a few items off Amazon. One being Pandora eggs. Obviously ordered it. I got Amazon Prime. This is a combined day. 3 days before it's your birthday due. Brilliant. You know, plenty of time getting wrapped and stuff. Says delivered, right?
Mm.
But the delivery note says delivered to back door, neighbour, front door, right? And it says back door. Then it says in an email delivered to neighbour. Well, which one is it? So I'm ringing them up. Oh, it says it's delivered. They might sometimes put it as delivered, but they haven't done it yet. So it might.
Amazon's good for if you just give it a day.
Yeah, yes, they give it a day. And I was
like, no.
And I was like, no, listen, I don't have a day because I've now got a rearrange, you know. And I said because it's desirable. They probably said, oh, they've been here. I had it off. So I'm kicking off. I'm like, listen, that. So they willingly, literally refunded my money for the gift thing. Like,
yeah, Amazon are good for that.
So I obviously reordered it, but I reordered it to her house, and it got there on her birthday, but she was away for it, so she didn't get till Sunday. And
something to look forward to, eh?
And they gave me a £15 voucher to say sorry as well. But what it was an Amazon voucher, right? I don't know if you've ever had one of these.
Yeah, it's something you can buy something off Amazon.
Amazon, but it's provided by Amazon. Okay. Hello. It's provided by Amazon.
Hold that thought. I just noticed that when you were talking, the sound was a lot lower.
Oh dear.
No, it's not like inaudible, just significantly lower than mine. But it might be just because I've got a real loud voice. Fucking torch. What I can do.
Welcome back. It's like I was a hangover, or what is it, where you live in your mum's basement or something? Your mum's always getting involved.
Well, you can understand that. You could understand that, couldn't you?
Can you imagine doing that? But yeah, I think.
God's sake, Mum, leave me alone.
But then we could do, because that could be.
Tell you not to disturb me when I'm trying to vacuum.
Is it? Yeah. Do we? Yeah. You could then you think how long it takes to cook something if you got it's a good half an hour but.
See, that's what I have been thinking about doing cooking stuff actually because I make loads of stuff real quick.
Yeah. And
I'm like I should probably not only do I make stuff but by the time I finish making it everything's clean as well. Because I know how to.
My kitchen right now is a mess for making this food today. I literally had not much time at all. By the time I got in, I was like, I can't be late. You're going to be thinking again, for fuck's sake, here we go.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. So I was in, I had to eat something, so I would have been passed down the table right now.
You wouldn't, but that's a different biology fact.
Okay, I probably would have.
Your body do very well to have a fast every once in a while. It's actually really healthy for you to fast.
No, not the way I'm feeling right now. The energy, I needed something to eat. Listen, when I get, me and food are different. Like, If I don't get food, mate,
I used to be the same.
I'll become a different person.
No. Because I eat ridiculous quantities of food if I'm left to my own devices. But point is, I looked up all this stuff about fasting and intermittent fasting, all that sort of stuff. And if you set your goal, your brain says, I'm going to fast, right? So I know I'm going to be hungry, but I'm just going to accept that. Hunger actually passes quite quickly, like about 45 minutes, because it's all to do with the hormone spike. I mean, you've been at work, you work so much, you got starving, and then you work through it.
Yeah, but then
the hunger goes away.
Yeah, in a way, but then later on. Come back with a vengeance.
It does. It does. But the point is, when you are specifically trying to do some fasting, you've got that brain, that mindset, and it changes so much about how you. Like I used to get so I'm hungry, but now if I'm trying to do a fast for a bit, whether it's a day or 2 days, I've done a 4-day fast in living memory, like a few months ago. When you know that's your goal and your brain has said that's what I'm doing, you actually react really differently to it. Like I don't get agitated anymore. I go, I'm hungry, and I know that feeling, but I also now know that will go away in a minute, and I know not to get annoyed with it. So, and it's just a thing, but also when you're fasting, the body has it's really cleansing, like not cleansing. It's really good for the body to process out some stuff. It helps reduce lots of inflammation, helps your body reset a few things.
Well, I have bad inflammation, so.
I mean, a lot of people do, and that's mostly because of sugar.
No, I suffer ankylosing spondylitis.
Say that again.
Ankylosing spondylitis. Or ankylosing spondylitis.
And the third time, for luck?
Ankylosing spondylitis.
Okay, slightly different every time. We're going to have to look this one up.
Okay, well, I can't say ankylosing spondylitis. Spondylitis.
It's probably trying to say arthritis.
No, it's not. It's a fusion of the upper vertebrae and lower vertebrae.
What, natural one or the doctor one?
The what?
Well, a doctor came and infused your bones, or it's
no,
naturally
it naturally happens. Yeah, it's an autoimmune disease.
If I can help.
Yeah.
So a bit of fasting would probably do you a world of good.
So, and I'll send you this picture so I can quickly put it up. But basically, on my thing, I have it on my Instagram. All the effects that thing. And unfortunately, I have an aggressive form, which makes some days very painful. And to show you that, probably hard to read at that size.
I'll look at it when you send it to me.
Yeah, look at it to you, and it becomes. Yeah,
we'll do it on your one. You just look at me. I'm like,
Yeah, that.
Be like,
So basically, if you look,
all of these things around here.
Yeah, all them.
Nice,
basically stuff. Yeah, and some days it'd be fine. Some days I'm a mess.
No doubt. So if it's a very inflammatory disease, a lot of the stuff coming out at the moment is like sugar. It's not only the cause of lots of bad stuff and fat and diabetes, also a massive cause of inflammation. Yes, not going to do any good at all. Like, you don't need to cut out sugar. You don't need to fast.
I tried. I went on keto.
Yeah, but again, you'd be surprised. Various things that qualify for a keto still have real trace amounts of carbs and sugars in them.
Yeah. Which
can affect you. So, as long as if you do keto right, fine. But there would be things like problem is people say, "Oh, I'm eating healthily," and we're talking about them trying to lose weight, and they say, "I'm eating healthily. I'm eating lots of vegetables." I'm like, "You're eating healthily, vegetables, micronutrients, vitamins, all the things you need, but there are carbs in vegetables."
Yeah.
So if you're on about losing weight, you've got to cut out the vegetables along with various other things. In terms of keto as well, a lot of vegetables. Now, a lot of vegetables that have carbs, you then have to look into it further because they won't tell you this on the packet, like the label, but they'll have the actual net carbs because a lot of it is fibre, and your body doesn't process fibre.
It's shit.
No, fibre just goes through. Like, it doesn't.
It gives you this. Too much fibre.
No, it helps clean you up, but it's because your body doesn't digest it. But you shouldn't. If you've got all the right stuff in you, you shouldn't have the shits. You should just be pulling it through.
No. I'm just saying, yeah. But I think spinach is a good one for keto.
Well, lots of stuff. Yeah. Kale just got hyped up.
I like spinach.
Spinach is good. Heavy iron, good protein, good nutrients in it as well. Lots of things. Lots of dark green vegetables are really good for you in terms of nutrients and stuff. But again, they've got a certain element of carbohydrate in them because that's what they are. So for a little while, if someone's really trying to see if it will work, and this is what I say to people that actually want to try it, or actually are a bit skeptical. It's like, you don't have to do it forever.
Yeah.
You have to just make a week, 1 week of trying to eat. Oh, but I miss my fucking custard. No, well, 1 week.
It was hard when I first did it. It was hard to knock out the sugar.
Yeah.
And you get what they call the keto flu.
All right. I'll talk to you about that in a second.
They refer to it as that, but
they do.
I found out first I had headaches.
Yeah.
And I think that's because of the sugar and everything was leaving my body. You know what I mean? I kind of
whatever it was. Carry on. I don't know. I do know. I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah. So I just found myself. I wasn't well. I felt shit. But then you just started getting past that, and obviously that was at the point where I started losing weight because obviously when I put on a lot of weight when I snapped my ankle, and I done my hand. I was in a wheelchair, so because I couldn't use my hand because I snapped my hand as well.
Fucked, can do anything. Yeah, sure. You put on weight. You put on weight because you carried on eating, I guess.
I was eating McDonald's and everything, mate. I was blimp.
Yeah.
So then I got very conscious of it. So I turned to keto to get down, and I did it for a month, and you noticed a difference. But obviously, you can't do keto forever.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I don't think you can. I miss sugar a little bit too much, but you can see the effects. You could. I can't. Pictures are missing somewhere. But when I took a picture, first of all, I had big belly, mate. I was, oh my god,
bigger than that.
It's only the belly, mate. It's my diaphragm. But this is what people think. My diaphragm, because of my spine, pushes it out.
Yeah,
I've got no correctional. This is the horrible thing about it. Because if anyone ever goes there, you see it's solid. There's no fat. It's because where my spine is, the fusion, it's pushing my body out like this. That's why in the gym, I think I said last time, I can't do push like things. You know, people get the correct thing to go up. I can't bring my arms back far enough to make it correct. So I end up being in front of myself, which obviously isn't good. If you're trying to go, I end up pushing forward instead of up because I can't go up.
There's nothing wrong with pushing forward.
Well, it fucking hurts. And then when I bend, it hurts my back to do it. I have to be careful.
I'm sure it does. So you've got problems.
The long haul is if I overexert something with the fusion, I could snap my back.
That's mental.
Or the fusion, if I don't stay exercising, I end up curved.
Yeah.
And if you ever seen the old man's up. Right. See the old man down the road like this?
Hyperkyphosis, yeah.
That's how I end up. And I don't want to end up like that. But obviously there are new fusions. You get fusions in your ribs, you get fusions in a lot of places, and it hurts. I thought I was having a heart attack last time. I was in hospital.
Yeah, I can imagine. Your bones are fusing, your ribs are fusing together.
They fuse together, yeah. You've got fusion.
They don't stretch when you breathe then?
Sometimes I don't know. It becomes very hard to, and it hurts. So sometimes I get stabbing pain. I'm going, here we go, have a heart attack.
Chill out then, mate. No wonder you're out. I don't sound out of breath all the time.
That's because I'm asthma, and I'm not very well at the moment. So it all triggers. So especially with this hay fever as well.
Fucking crazy. You didn't die in a car crash. You're going to die next year just cause.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. All these things going on, and the thing's probably going to kill me from the asthma.
So just to clarify your keto flu thing, that's just to do with salt intake.
Okay.
So salts, vitamins, basically sodium, magnesium, and potassium are the main ones. It's not really keto flu. It's normally fasting. People get really nauseous because they fast and they put none of these. So basically, it's just a salt in that. And when you keto, and obviously you're leaving out things that you would normally put in. But if you eat the right things, you're absolutely fine. I ketoed for 8 months. And I mean, I love it because with my keto, it's cream and cheese, double cream, like chicken and double cream and cheese. And that's pretty much everything I was eating was meat and cream and cheese.
Yeah.
Fats, because fats is the thing, because all this science has come out that fats are not the bad thing. You need a lot of fat in your diet anyway, but they've realised that fats aren't the things causing heart problems and stuff like that. It's sugar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't want all the really saturated fats. You want mono and unsaturated fats are the best things, like avocados, all that sort of stuff.
Avocado.
But cheese, I mean, I love cheese. All different sorts of cheese. I eat a pot of cottage cheese a day.
Jeez.
I eat cheddar every day. Halloumi most days. I eat the Parmigiano Reggiano.
This is all dairy. You like dairy a lot, didn't you? Like...
Yeah, I mean, I do. But also that raw Parmesan is supposed to be really good as a probiotic, so it gives you good bacteria in your gut.
I'm pretty sure I've
got onions and garlics. Eat them every day.
I read somewhere or heard somewhere that we're actually, with dairy, our bodies aren't actually evolved to deal with it properly.
They are.
I don't think it is. No, dairy. I think it's. I can't remember what I'm saying.
Some people that have gone.
Obviously, lactose. Yeah, but I'm saying, but I don't think.
But that's not. That's not people aren't evolved. That's a few weak genes. A few weak genes. A few weak genes. A few shitty genetics have started to make it through the system now because modern medicine is keeping everybody alive.
I know, but are you sure? Because I said.
Natural selection. Anyone that used to have lactose intolerance, they probably would have been. They're like, if there's the only thing around to eat is dairy. Oh, I can't eat.
I think can't drink the goat's milk.
Yeah. So no, I mean, dairy is fine for people that aren't lactose.
I really want to Google it right now, but obviously I won't.
You can Google it if you want.
I don't know.
I can't Google it, so you're gonna have to. Quick. The ability to digest milk evolved independently in ancient populations around the world.
It's saying in consumption of cow's milk, essential for proper health. The bottom line is no, dairy products are not a nutritional requirement for humans.
No, it's not a nutritional requirement. Doesn't mean you're not evolved. Lots of fucking cheesecake isn't a nutritional requirement. God.
I don't know. I think it's just
nutritional requirements are proteins, Proteins. There's
Proteins.
amino acids, which you need from full protein sources. So like meat, basically. And then micronutrients. And fats, sorry. You need a lot of fats, but you get that out of meat.
I mean, it's worth saying that humans were drinking milk before we could easily actually digest it.
Well, that's how people have changed. You know, we don't eat raw meat because our bodies have adapted to not eating raw meat. Actually, but in modern day, they have proved that cooking stuff makes the nutrients more what's called bioavailable.
Yeah, so we didn't start out evolved, so we have now evolved. Yeah, sorry, there you go.
Yeah, I mean,
I might have crossed differently.
We were originally monkeys, and no monkeys drank cow's milk.
So you say. I mean, this is going to very. We could be.
So people have said. It's not something I don't personally know if we were monkeys. What was the question someone was asking? Like, if we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys around?
Fuck's sake.
I mean, yeah, they didn't all evolve, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's a few sort of in-betweeners still going around nowadays, aren't there?
Yes, you could say that. Yes.
There's one right here.
Oi!
Yeah.
Fuck you, mate.
So, it's on my WhatsApp. Someone sent me something.
Oh, no.
No, funny. Like, were those... That was one of the questions on it. There's like 6 questions. One of them was, if they're we evolved from monkeys, why are they still...
Where are you going?
Oh, because I can get the WhatsApp up on my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to find it. I'll chuck this up on the screen.
Yeah.
How do they know what time it was when the first clock was made? And instantly I'm like, well, they had sundials.
Yeah.
So there's that one. Number 4. Why is there a D in fridge but not in refrigerator? Any ideas?
No. Oh, yeah.
I looked this one up just because when they were inventing language stuff,
yeah,
they made refrigerator. When they abbreviated fridge without a D,
yeah,
it looked like frig.
Frig.
And they wanted it to sound like the other words that were idge, so like bridge already had a DGE in it. That's just simply why there's a D in fridge and not refrigerator. What are you doing?
I was looking up something. Sorry.
Oh, go on and look it up.
No, I'm done.
What were you looking up?
I just crushed a nut.
Separately, I find my nuts are getting in the way more and more at the moment.
It's because we're getting old and they're sagging.
But I don't feel like they're any different sagging size or whatever they are. And I just had all my blood tests done. My hormones are still like fucking 25-year-old level hormones. So I just noticed when I'm doing stuff with my legs close together and sitting, my nuts seem to get more in the way than they used to.
Because you're getting old.
Perhaps. Anyway,
Right.
what are you looking up?
I was trying to get something ready, so.
All right. You want to talk about something?
No. We'll go back to this. It kind of associates. That's cool.
So number 3. Oh, we've done that one.
Yeah.
If people evolved from monkeys, why are monkeys still around? I don't know. I'm just assuming not all of the monkeys evolved.
Yeah.
Like we said.
In the word. So that's
Go on
number
then.
2.
You can read one if you
So
want.
yeah, in the word scent is S. The S is silent or C. Oh, yeah, in the word scent is S is silent or C. Scent. Dunno. That's a shitter.
I mean, I think of scent like science. It's kind of they're both a bit.
Scent.
They're kind of both a bit said, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
You could say cent like in a coin or like money, like American money. Cent is just CENT.
Yeah.
Or you could say I sent a parcel. SENT. So I don't know why the smelly one has to be both of them together. Maybe it's it. Maybe it's a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Don't know. Top Google search this. Which letter is silent in scent?
There we go.
Neither is silent, says Google. They work together as a digraph.
We have a mate with us now on the light.
You have a mate on the light.
Yeah, look.
He's going to be the most famous
Fly on the light.
fly in the business. He's only casting a shadow on your face, though.
Oh, no,
It's all right. I don't think he's really affecting too much.
It's making me look fly.
And last... Hold on. Well done.
Oh, sorry. Go on, last
Making you
one.
look fly. Should probably take a photo of him.
Oh, do you reckon, yeah? If you get a phone, what do you fuck off now?
It's just like my cats. They do funny stuff. I go to film them for the ticks, and then they stop doing whatever it was that was funny. A little video of him moving. There you go.
Yeah, there's a video. Crap, I got a video.
He's a special sort of fly as well. He's not your ordinary house fly.
No.
Buzz.
Pretty fly for a white guy. Dun, 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 dun,
He's not white, mate. He's fucking black.
There you go, got him.
Right, you can send it to us later.
Yep.
And the last conundrum.
Oh, okay. At a movie theatre, which armrest is yours?
Both of them.
Battle of the arms.
I mean, nice theatres now, they've got those sort of big chairs, don't they?
Yeah,
Like-
recliners, aren't they?
Yeah, it's enough.
But they each have a couple on it, but it's still...
I think there's a little table, I think they're meant for pairs now, aren't they? There's a little table in the middle,
They do separate... Yeah, actually
Little-
now they do kind of put them in pairs and go, yeah.
little couchy type thing.
Yeah, because the middle armrest can come up and some of them, so you have a little cosy.
Yeah, little. They used to only have those in the VIB gallery
yeah,
bit.
the
but
VIP
now,
galleries.
Now
Nah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking
Nice.
everywhere.
Nice. Well, thanks, Becky, for that. We had a good conversation about these. What was number 6? I'm curious now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it. I've moved it into the wrong place now. Can't. All right, you're gonna have to guide the cursor. Right. I'm gonna move the mouse cursor on here.
Right.
And it's got to go.
Okay, all right.
On there.
Okay, here we go.
Let me know when it's there.
Yep. No, stay on slow.
Wait. I'll tell you in a minute. Right. Now.
Keep going. Left. Keep going. Left. On it. Stop. Down. We're on it. So I don't know if you move it up now. Click on move up. There we go. Go down a bit more. No. Let go and go down. No. Let go of the cursor. Don't press the button. Go down.
Yeah.
Go down. Go down. Now click and move up. More. There isn't a 6 on there.
Huh.
Oh, hang on. It says 6 great confusion still unresolved.
Hasn't moved up either.
It did.
Why has it gone back down?
I don't know.
Oh, hang on, I know what I can do.
Oh, God. Move the whole actual thing up.
Give me onto the top bar.
Yeah, okay. No, right. Stop. Up a little bit. There you go. Click and move up. No, nothing's happening. No, okay, that's gone to the left now. Yeah, that's better. But
Is it all visible?
yeah, but there's no 6th one.
The whole thing is obviously the 6th confusion, then, isn't it?
Really?
That's the 6th confusion, obviously. Where's the 6th thing?
Oh, for God's sake.
This is what gets me. This is what annoys me. Is these things come out. They're like, only a genius can get this. I'm like, 7.
Yeah.
It's not only a genius. It's just you fucking done the thing. It's brain teased to be annoying on purpose.
I think for another thing for future casts, I think we should have a video of the week. So a video we've seen during the week stands out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Cool.
I'm gonna try finding some dad jokes.
I was gonna go. Did it? Whatever. But I was gonna go. For dad jokes, I want to go. Oh, do you remember old school like dark humour? Like, I don't know. Well, you probably won't laugh at them, but obviously I used to chuckle at them all the time. Obviously I laugh. I will never win.
Depends what you mean. My humour's quite
Don't
dark.
laugh.
Most
Okay,
of the
no.
time.
It's just like, what's your definition of being a cunt? It's putting a bomb under a person with a wheelchair in terms of leg it. Yeah, it's old school dark. Do you know what I mean? Or what's the definition of taking a piss? Pissing through a letterbox and knocking to ask how far it went.
And what?
And knocking to ask how far it went.
So, I don't feel like that's dark humour. I feel like it's just.
That's the second one. The first one was.
I feel like I don't feel like either. I feel because they're dark. I don't feel like they're dark humour. I feel like they're just like dickhead humour.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's still a humour.
Still, yeah.
We can still have that.
Yeah.
I think dark humour is a bit different. Dark humour is like it's not
very
really.
nice.
It's not really
very nice to put a bomb on someone with a wheelchair, is it? In terms of leg it.
No, that's cuntish. I don't
Or the have you not seen the video where the wedding, the dance of the girl in the wheelchair and shit, and he starts playing when your legs don't work like they used to before.
See, that's more dark. That's closer to being dark humour. I feel like the little one-liner punchline. They're not really dark humour as such.
Okay.
I think dark humour itself has got to be quite morbid, quite like.
Yeah. I get it. I just be taking a picture.
She had a real terrible day at work, and she came home and found that there were rats in her rice or something like that. I don't know. I can't think of a thing right now. I'm not the world's greatest joke writer.
I'm trying to find.
So I found something with 148 dad jokes on it.
148 dad jokes.
We don't have to do them all. The first one hasn't really impressed me that much.
Oh, really?
No. So here's the first one, just to give you a taster of it.
Okay.
I can't even say it, it's too rubbish.
Okay, I've got one for you. Okay. How do you get dick from Richard? You asked nicely.
Can I ask him next time? Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one.
Oh, for fuck. Okay. My wife is threatening to leave me because of my obsession with wearing a new t-shirt every hour. I said, wait, I can change. Why do I just laugh at my own shit?
I mean, technically it's not your own shit.
I know,
it's all right.
but I can't.
It's all right. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie?
Don't know.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated. Oh, right. I told my boss I was tired of being a human cannibal.
So he fired
me. Here you go. What do you call a snake that's exactly 3.14 meters long? A python.
I was going to say, what was that number again? Because it's like Pythagoras.
Pythagoras, yes.
Oh, it's not Pythagoras, it's just pi. Sorry. Fucking Pythagoras is triangle stuff.
No, pi, yeah.
Pi is 3.14. No. These are terrible.
Oh, no.
Go on.
A detective showed up at my house and asked me where I was between 5 and 6. I told him kindergarten.
Very good.
Go on then, get one out.
A skeleton walks into a bar and says, "Hey bartender, I'll have 1 beer and a mop."
Fucking dickhead.
Don't get it?
Yes, I do get it.
Oh, right. You're taking your time.
No, I just like waiting for the tumbleweed to go past.
That was good. Where do fruits go on vacation?
Where?
Pears.
Oh, God.
I asked my dog, what's 2 minus 2? He said nothing. What's the best thing about Switzerland?
Go on.
I don't really know, but the flag is a big plus. Swiss flag.
Yes, yes.
It's, look. It's a cross.
Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart?
Dad, did you get a haircut?
No.
No, son. I've got them all cut.
Got the what?
So did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
No, I got them all cut.
Yeah.
Did you get a haircut? No.
Oh, I got them all cut. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gonna have to find some cogs emojis.
There you go. I got arrested today for walking out of an art museum with a painting. I'm just so confused because earlier when I asked the security if I could take a picture, they said yes.
It's good. Might try it. Mona Lisa.
I ran into a lamppost yesterday. Luckily, I only sustained light injuries.
How does a penguin build its house?
Don't know.
He glues it together.
Oh, for God's sake, yeah. There you go. Why did the Scarrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Why did the what win?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
2 guys walked into a bar. The 3rd guy ducked.
For fuck's sake. What do you call a pig that does karate?
Pork chop?
What do you call a fake spaghetti? An impasta. A woman gets on a bus with her baby. The bus says, "Ugh, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen."
The bus said that, did it?
The bus driver.
Oh.
Sorry, the bus driver says, "Ugh, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." The woman walks to the rear of the bus, sits down, fuming. She says to the man next to her, "The driver just insulted me." The man says, "You go up there and you tell him off. Go on, I'll hold your monkey for you."
Nice. Yeah, it's good. It's closer to being dark. How do cows...
What the fuck?
How do the cows stay up to date?
Yeah.
They read the moos paper.
Oh, for God's sake.